So in today's video, we are going to show you how to remove your boring builder Formica countertops, and we're going to transform your kitchen into something beautiful with this man-made quartz top. This stuff is gorgeous. So Formica tops, let's just talk countertops for a second, because a lot of homes are made with a Formica top kitchen. And there's a reason for it. The stuff is durable. It comes in a variety of different colors and textures and glazes, and you can get just about any look you want with Formica. And the price point is usually about $20 to $25 a linear foot of counter space. That's why it's used. But we're going to transform this because it seems like the new normal nowadays is to have some sort of natural stone. And that's a bit of an oxymoron because we're going back with quartz on this job, which is not natural at all. It's a man-made stone. And you need to understand that if you're using man-made stone in your kitchen, it's been made with a resin and it does not handle heat very well. So make sure you never put a hot pot on your quartz. That being said, let's show you how to remove this stuff. And it's really quite simple. Again, we're cutting silicone. It's amazing how much silicone is used in a house. All right, so for the most part, countertops are installed with gravity. But because Formica is installed on a particle board and it is not always flat, it is screwed down. But it's not screwed from the surface, it's screwed from underneath. So as long as you know where to look, usually 4 corners, a screw like this, and nothing in the back corner. Well, that was awfully nice of them. We have to just remove a couple of drawers here in order to get my drill in. We'll lean into the back. Here's a screw here. And one on the front. There we go. And that is all there is to it. We'll put the drawers back right away because we don't need to have access to anything when we put our cords back because it is so heavy. If we've done this right and they tiled this right, this countertop is now no longer attached to the cabinet, and there should be a small gap between the stone and the countertop that's been covered with silicone that we've cut. We should be able to just slide this right out. I'm going to move the stove just a little bit. Get a good grip here. Getting a little bit more silicone in the back here. Giving me a bit of a fight. I love a good fight. I usually end up with a black eye though. There we go. Ta-da! All right, there we go. Out with the old and in with the new. So this little piece of man-made love, probably about 100 pounds? Yep, maybe 120. Whew. Now, we're dealing with a lot of precision here. Not a lot of room for error. We'll get it up here first. Man, that is beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to throw a couple of dabs of the sealant bond in the back corners, just so that it'll have something there to hold it in place. Not that it needs a whole lot of help. It's not going to jump off, but it may slide around. There we go. And then I'll just lift the front and throw a little squeeze in here too. You want to put that about 2 inches back, just so it doesn't end up squeezing out, gluing your door shut or something. There we go. And that is an installed countertop. Amazing how simple that is. So if you're updating your kitchen and you're changing your countertops, just remember that you have a few options. You've got, of course, your Formica, and there are luxury versions of Formica, so don't discount that. Because like I said, it's about $25 on the high side per linear foot of countertop. Where generally speaking, granite and quartz start at around the $50 to $60 range per square foot. You're also paying for all the waste and offcut, okay? So it's not as simple as just measuring out your counter. If you have any turns, they're going to be cutting that out of another piece of stone, and you're going to be buying all the stone that's used in the production process. So keep that in mind. You also have to deal with two things. The man-made stuff, the quartz, Lovely to have for ease of maintenance. You don't have to use a sealer, and it doesn't take any maintenance. But what it does take is discipline. You can't get it hot. You can't put a hot pot on this because the resin will melt and it'll leave a mark. The natural stone, although it takes a sealer, it's just a surface sealer, usually applied every 2 or 3 years. It takes about 10 minutes, not a big deal, but you can put hot pots on granite and you'll never hurt that surface. The other thing is with granite, if you ever get a chip or a crack or any other kind of damage, you can call up your Granite Pro from Ottawa Granite Pro, and he can come out and he can do a surface repair on site while you wait, and you'll never even notice your damage ever again. The guy's amazing. Okay, so the reason we are covering stone countertops, granite, quartz, and otherwise as a DIY video, which is kind of strange because you can't do your own countertop in this material. The reason I'm covering this is because when you go to talk to your countertop company about this kind of material, there's a few things that they're not going to do for you. Number one, they're not going to remove your old countertops for you without charging an arm and a leg. Number two, they're not going to disengage your old plumbing and remove it out of the way at all. Most of these companies won't assume any liability dealing with the plumbing, so you're going to have to be in charge of your own plumbing. So you're going to have to know how to disconnect, turn the water supply off, remove your faucet, and then reinstate all the plumbing again when you're done. This can take a lot of time, all right? And if you don't know how to do it, then it is not a DIY, then you're hiring 3 different professionals to come and work in your home, and this becomes a very expensive process. But the reality is, this whole brand new kitchen area here, including these 2 pieces of quartz that are seamed together perfect, you can't even see it, unbelievable. This whole project here was just around $2,000, and since we're going to do our own plumbing, it's not a problem, very affordable. And since that's the new standard in new homes today, good luck trying to sell an old house with old counters, because anybody who comes into your kitchen is going to see and go, "Oop, guess we're going to have to find a house that's got a finished kitchen." Most people don't want to renovate after they just finished buying. So there we go, we're done talking countertops today. Just a quick overview. All I'm going to do now is try to get this customer's plumbing back together before the weekend. And if you like this kind of content and information, hit the thumbs up button. And if you have questions, ask them below. My God, I love answering them for you, helping you guys out. And maybe this time I'll say it, okay, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. I haven't been asking a lot of that lately. We've been having great response and really enjoying the growth of the channel. YouTube's been great, and we're just loving being here. So keep the questions coming. Looking forward to talking to you next time.